So we're going to do a booking blitz, but also talk about language for booking, for club, for hosting, for joining. Like, let's just talk language, specifically booking though, because that's the thing we need to be doing right now, right? We need to be filling our calendars. We need to be getting everything set. Um, and here's my biggest advice right now for language for booking. And then I'm going to have Bailey and Caitlin talk too, because I know they're already filling their calendars up like wildfire. So they're doing something right. But how I'm approaching the few conversations I've already had is be very yourself. I'm not a hey girl kind of girl. So I'm not going to say hey girl when I start a message, right? Sound like yourself. Um, I'm starting with all the people who have already partied with me. That is my number one focus because I know they had a good experience and I know that they've already had a successful party and they're likely to book again. So I'm going to start with those people because I know that's the easiest people to get in my calendar and they deserve preference of my calendar because they have been a loyal customer to me in the past. And what I say is like the opportunity to get in my calendar, I'm playing that hard. Like you're getting in my calendar. I'm not getting in yours. Like you need to be in my calendar and you need to get in it quick because I'm filling up. You need to create urgency. You need to create excitement and you need to let them know that this stuff is going to be amazing and they want to get in on it and they want to get in on it now, right? Especially if it's a home party, I'm going to be really creating urgency for that calendar because I am not going to my life is going to be crazy on the weekends, right? If I'm doing a lot of home parties, which I hope to do. And then another thing that would be super fun because especially the customers that you really know. So say you're writing a customer and you already know you're going to write that message to them about booking a party in the fall and you already know that they're an animal lover. I'm trying to find the picture of there it is. I would snag a picture if you went to SFR, snag a picture that you took with it, find one on one of the many photos that other talented people have taken and send them a sneak. Make them feel extra special VIP, right? Make them feel like, oh, she's showing me something that nobody else has seen. Say that, oh my gosh, I haven't showed this to anybody yet, but it totally made me think of you. I would love to help you earn this for your half price. And another thing I always say in all my messages, in the fall, everyone wants Scentsy. Everyone wants Scentsy in the fall and winter time. That's when people want their houses to smell good. They have company coming over. It's the holidays. They want that pine. They want that cinnamon. They want all the things that make their house smell like home. And everyone will order. You will have a successful party. So you need to get on my calendar right now. So that urgency, making them feel like an extra special VIP, and tell them you're filling up. So I'm gonna turn it over to Bailey to talk about that a little bit. Um, and then turn over to Caitlin because they've already booked a lot and I want them to share how they have gotten their calendars full already.
So I already have over 30 parties booked for this fall. So
Amazing. Way to
I
go.
I treat my business as so it's my full-time job. So that's how I treat it as is like I want to have all of that PRV because we know that fall is super busy. So like I want all that PRV. Like I know I want to earn the trip to Greece. So I try to set myself up like so I know that it's gonna happen. But I also do what Beth does. I reach out to my past hosts first. And then I'm also doing like a little giveaway. So I have like, I don't tell them what it is, but I have like these little goodie bags. So it's just got a scent circle. It's got like a sample and some candy in there. It does not have to be fancy. But when you like offer like a giveaway for booking a party, more people are going to book parties because they're like, oh, I'm going to get some extra free stuff. So I plan on just giving these to like all of like my hosts. They don't know that yet, but like I'll announce it because I'm having everybody book a party by the end of this month, and then like on August 1st, like I'll just announce that everybody's gonna get something. So, but I also had messaged like my past hosts, and I'm a hey girl person, so that's
That's
definitely
okay.
me.
That's okay. You are a hey girl. That's fine.
If I know them, if I'm not personal like with them, and like I don't like, I will say their name because it just sounds better. So I had sent out to like my past hosts. It was like, hey lady, I would love to party with you again this fall. Our new catalog coming is so amazing and all our collections are better than before. Would you be interested in picking a month to party and getting entered into my giveaway too? So I had gotten like all of my past hosts to like rebook. I've gotten plenty more people to like rebook, and I like my calendar is basically almost full. And I do 3 parties a week because I put them all into one party because it's easier. But yeah,
And we've talked about that before, which is amazing.
yeah.
Let me ask you this. You have 30 booked. How many messages do you think you sent total to get those 30?
Um, Probably like I don't know how many, but a lot. Some people won't reply. That's okay. Some people will say that they're too busy, and that's fine. But I also like do post like in my VIP, like I'll post like every other day, updating. Like today I updated like what dates I had left available. And then I had like some people like message me or comment that they were gonna book a party off that. So
Okay, cool. That's awesome. And then some of those people too who didn't say anything, if you come like October, November timeframe, you can be like, hey, holiday collection's out, you might want to try. And that's another thing I'll say too, kind of, especially with home parties, I will kind of give that option, especially to the people who have partied with me before, because I know some of my customers like fall a little bit more than they like holiday, and some like, hi, buddy. And some of my customers like holiday a little bit more than fall. So I'll say, hey, listen, I know you like holiday collection. Let's do yours in October. Oh, I know you like harvest a little bit more. Let's do yours in September, right? So they can like get the rewards of the extra holiday brochures that they like a little bit more. So, all right,
yeah,
awesome.
my October booked up like that because
Yeah.
people want both collections. So
Or that. Best of both
yeah.
worlds. Yeah, for sure. All right, Caitlin, how about you?
Oh, hey guys. Um, so that's awesome, Bailey, that you booked 30 parties. That's insane. It like motivates me even more. I think I've booked like 15 so far, so still working on it. But I think one of the main things I've been focusing on is just offering to start with like, oh, do you want to open a link? Because once it hits this, then you already get credit and you get a half off item. And then I'll kind of bounce off of that and say, if I share the stuff, people are more kind of like apt to getting to know Scentsy and getting to know the products, and then they might want to order more. So I've been kind of using that, kind of using like things that they have their eye on and saying like, we could get you that for like half off or for with product credit. So that I've been doing that. So really, ultimately, I feel like I've been staying away from the word party. That kind of freaks people out, I think. So that's those are my things I've been really trying to do.
That's a really good reminder, actually. Not saying party and offering the link. And that reminds me, like the other day, the customer who wrote me yesterday and sent me the pictures of the National Lampoon stuff. She's like, I'm gonna need it all. And I was like, well, if you're gonna need it all, we might as well make
Yeah.
you a link, because you're gonna pretty much have your own party almost, if not at least a little over halfway there. She's like, okay. So right now we started with a link, and again, then I'll be like, well, might as well just make a party page out of it because it's time of the year. Let's share it with more people. Let's get you more rewards. So that's such a good reminder. Anytime you get an order, I mean, literally, you could offer a link to anybody who sends you an order, but especially
Mm-hmm.
if it's significantly, if it's over $75, especially, I'd be like, listen, you're almost halfway to a party right now. Like,
Yeah, actually what
like,
I've done too is I started kind of opening links, like if they knew that they were gonna order, like somebody is ordering the order of the ring warmer. So why not just open like a link for them? They can build their rewards too.
right, even if
So
they're just going to order over the course of a few
mm-hmm.
months. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And then I think a lot of them were like rebooking too. So people who have had parties before, like last year, I always reach out to all of them too.
Yep. That's awesome. Though the girls are the only ones I had a conversation with, because I know that I've been communicating with them, so I know that they're booking parties. I don't know. You guys may have parties booked like crazy too. If you have, please share. Now's open floor. Like, have you had success with your parties you've been asking for so far? What's worked for you? What hasn't? I'd love to hear from everybody. If anybody has anything.
I just wanted to share, remember that your business does not grow if you do not step outside of your comfort zone. So if you don't like booking blitzes, definitely do it. You don't
Yeah.
have like even if you message like 5 people, like do it. That's the only way that you're gonna grow. And parties is the way to meet new people, and that's gonna grow your business even more.
Tamara just I don't know if it's Tamara or Tamara. I'm sorry if I'm not saying your name right. I'm assuming it's Tamara. She said I just finished 3 parties this month and have 2 booked coming up from them. Okay, Tamara. So that's amazing. And that's another good point. Every time you're having these parties, especially the ones you have in August and September, ask all those people who are in the party if they want to party. Make sure you post it in the group if they want to party, or individually when you're reaching out to them or when you're sending them the thank you mail, all the things. Make sure you are doing that. And yes, amen to what Bailey said. I like, it's not fun asking for parties. Like, I'm not like having a blast, but it's something we have to do, right? If we want to grow, like people always say, how do I grow my business? You got to have parties. And how do you have parties? You got to ask 10 people to maybe get one if you're lucky. And we need to be leading by example too, right? Like, especially as we become leaders, as we have people joining our team, we need to be leading the way, paving the way, showing the way. So they know, oh, my sponsor's having parties. Maybe that's why she's successful. Oh, she's asking for a lot of parties. That's how she's getting these parties. Okay, we're leading by example. We're paving the way for those people who we are trying to help succeed as well in our business. So, um, that is awesome. Does anybody else have anything to share? If not, we'll just start kind of making what I was gonna do is just kind of send, I have like a list of people that I like made a little list beforehand that I was gonna send my messages to. So we can just start kind of sending messages, and then we can celebrate with each other if we have parties booked. And then just as we're going through, I was just going to talk about some other language that I use for some other aspects of the business. But if anybody else has anything they want to share before we start, let me know.
I always have issues getting parties. I mean, I've had a couple good parties, but I still have a lot of good sales. I don't know. My VIP group is very quiet and then they just randomly order. So I don't know. I struggle with parties.
How are you asking?
I don't really ask, to be honest.
Well, you need to ask more, right?
I
That's what we
know.
need to do. So all up with you, you have a lot of big ticket customers, I feel like you get a lot of people who will order a large amount of Scentsy at one time. Like that Scentsy order you just sent me the other day was like insane. So you need to be asking those people because they definitely deserve to party. So I would go through your workstation and do an order history, and I would go from here and date back about a year, and I would look at those big orders that came through for you, and I would start with those people. If you don't have a lot
Okay.
of parties that you did, start with those big ticket orders and ask those people if they want to party. That's how I would do it first for you. So if there's people on here who are like, I haven't had parties, how am I supposed to find the people? Find the people who had big ticket orders. Those are good people to start with because you know they want to spend money on Scentsy. So if they want to spend money on Scentsy, they'd probably really like to get some stuff for free and half off. Ashley said I booked a party and opened a link since we've been on Zoom. Whoop whoop. That's awesome. That's awesome. So yeah, why doesn't everybody, let's at least just send one message to somebody in the next like 5 minutes. And I would love us to share, if you're willing, what you sent to that person. So what you sent to them, the language you said, and maybe we'll be able to, you know, play off that and get some good ideas for other people that we want to ask personally. And here's another little tip because I'm just writing this customer right now. She had a sort of a flop party last month. Yeah, in June. Her party got $100 in orders. And she tried too. She really did. And I tried, she tried. It just wasn't a good time. And that happens sometimes. But I said to her, because she got a club with me and I didn't want her to feel super down about it. She's like, I'm so sorry it flopped. I'm like, it didn't really flop. You still got me $100 in orders that I wouldn't have had before, right? So it's not a complete flop to me. And since I do Bailey's party style where I did her party within another party, I didn't feel like I was wasting my time. So that was helpful to me. But I offered her a half off item for trying and for like getting me some orders that I would have never had before. So when I place my order on the first, I'm going to give her the perpetual party reward so she can get the warmer that she wanted. And she was very thankful for that. But I just said we could always try again in the fall. It's easier then. People want more stuff, this and that. So if you think about those people who may even be hesitant with parties that may have quote unquote not done so well or failed or flopped in the spring or summer season, they could possibly do better in the fall. Just something to keep in mind.
Also, don't forget, never delete those parties that were a flop, because that's also like, even if they had a couple orders, you can always use that towards like a different host. You can always message them and be like, hey, I have this party started. It's already gotten like, like a couple orders in it. Would you be interested in hosting a party? It's already almost there, because that also helps too.
Are you talking about like changing the host of that
Yeah.
party?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. I've never offered that. I've always just changed it to my own name.
Yeah, I do it every once in a while, especially like, if I know that like someone else is going to have a party soon, then I just change it to them.
That's a really good idea. I have never thought about doing that. And then you're starting that party up a little more successful for that new host.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. I never thought about that. See, I just always had the selfish view that if it didn't work, I'm just going to put it under my name. But that's a really good idea. Host name change. And here, that's probably a good time to just say, hey, does everybody know you can do that, right? Does everybody know we can do that? You can change the host, you can change it and add it under somebody else.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, never delete those parties, even
Oh
if
God,
they
no.
have like one order, just keep them.
Oh, for sure. Um, no, they don't get notified. No, they do not get notified when you change the name. I have a party from this month that hasn't qualified, but we're going to keep it open for fall and new catalog so she can hit rewards. Yeah, for sure. Love it. This is, I'll share, I sent this earlier today, but I'll share this. This is a fun little story. So I went to a bridal shower on Sunday. Timeout. Amy has booked 2 toward the end of August and 1 for mid-September as a housewarming party. I love that. Housewarming party. That's so clever. So I went to a bridal shower on Sunday, and another just quick reminder, we are always gifting Scentsy, right? Like we're gifting Scentsy for baby showers, we're gifting Scentsy for bridal showers, for wedding gifts, like gift Scentsy and get paid back, right? They're gonna want it, they're gonna want more, so gift it. So this bridal shower, I gifted the lavender warmer because how perfect is that for a bridal shower gift? And then I just picked 3 bars that are classic. I picked Blue Grotto, Aloe Water and Cucumber, and the scent of the month, I think, the lavender one. Um, and I gifted that along with like some other like kitchen stuff. Not Scentsy kitchen stuff, but just other kitchen things like dish towels and stuff. So I'm at this bridal shower, she's opening it, and of course I'm yelling like I'm when she's opening it and she's like, what is this? I was like, oh, you might not want to take it out of the box. You'll want to set that up when like you have some time. I said, but I'm gifting you Scentsy. I'm yelling that in the bridal shower. So everybody knows that's me. And then I'm like, I hope you love the scent. She's like, it smells so good. I'm like, yeah. And then I had a old family friend who I have not seen in years come up to me and say, "Oh my gosh, Scentsy sounds so fun." She's like, "I'd love to do a home party." And I'm like, "Let's do it." So she's never ordered from me. She wants to have a home party. And so I sent to her today. I said, so good to see you Sunday. I'm excited to do a party for you sometime this fall. Here's my VIP page if you'd like to join it. And then I linked my VIP page. Um, as of now, every weekend in October is good for me except the first weekend. So let me know which one you want. So that's just how I kind of followed up with her. So wait to hear back and hopefully she'll get a weekend booked up. And then what I'll personally try to do, because she lives in Scottville, right near my parents, I will try to do multiple home parties in my hometown area that weekend so I can take advantage of the hour-and-a-half drive that I had to do for that party. And try to like kill 2 birds, right? All right, anybody else have any language that they've sent that they would like to share?
So I know I have a customer who loves the fragrance flowers. So I sent a post to her asking if she would want to host a party for the harvest collection that comes out in September. I said it's going to be an epic collection, and here's a sneak peek of the flowers. So I sent her a picture of the actual flowers because I know like that's her. She always orders them. She's gonna love all the new colors.
Yeah, I love that. That's perfect. What a perfect example. So like it doesn't have to be a cute warmer. If your customer loves the flowers, she's gonna be like, okay, yeah, is it the sunflower ones? Is that what you're talking
Yes.
about? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
which are gorgeous. So she's gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna need that. And then
Yeah. Hopefully.
okay. I love that. You'll have to keep us posted how that conversation pans out. I think that's great.
I was just thinking, I remember hearing something before that, like, you know, you're not asking enough if you're scared to receive the answer no.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's true.
Yep. Okay, so here's a customer that I'm sending a message to. She actually used to be on my team. She is not anymore, but continues to be an amazing customer, and that's what she wants to do, and I'm respecting that. She hasn't been on my team in probably about 3 years. Um, but she just picked up an order from me last week. She is a labor and delivery nurse in a hospital here in Grand Rapids, and it kills me that she's not a consultant because I know she could do really well, but I think she's just life is too busy for her to focus on Scentsy. So she picked up Scentsy and then she wrote me today and said updated my subscription and added lemon lavender because she has a Scentsy club and I've been toting lemon lavender like crazy. I said smart, smart, it's so good, right? Do you like the lavender fields? Because she hasn't responded to me yet. But then I'm like, I need to ask her for a party because she did have a party for me even after she wasn't a consultant anymore and she had a home party. It was pretty good. But this has been years ago and I've not asked her since. So I just said, we should totally do a party this fall. You're due for one, and I'm sure the girls in the hospital would love all the new scents. The new catalog is so good, and I'm up for online, home, or even a combo of both if you wanted, which is also another thing to offer people. If they want to have a home party, make sure you're also doing some type of possible group for them as well if they have people who are out of town who cannot make it to that home party, if that's the only way for them to communicate. If that customer is like, oh, I'll just send the link to so and so who lives out of town, but you can have that conversation beforehand and say, um, would it be beneficial for you to do this? Like Esther is a really good one for this. Every time she does a home party, she does a full Facebook party, which to me, I'm like, oh, so much work. But especially if we're doing this like idea where you have multiple hosts in one party, it wouldn't be as daunting. But that's always an idea to offer that. And you never know how much more bang you could get out of a party that's a home party and a kind of a hybrid Facebook party too. Um, Barb just booked a party for late August. That's awesome. And remember, August 1st, like in one more day, basically, incentive period starts in August. So even though it's not fall catalog, we be pushing that 10% off. So right, I just sent that. Bailey, you're probably like, I already sent all my asks. I have nobody else to ask.
Yeah, I'm like, I already sent out more today, so and I booked more parties today, so I'm like,
Taking a
take a break
little
until
breather.
tomorrow.
We got 10 minutes left, guys. We won't let it end us abruptly like it did last week where I was mid-sentence and goodbye. All right.
I'm so excited for this warmer, the sunflower fields.
Yeah, I know it's so pretty. Sent out 4 messages waiting for replies. Fingers crossed. I have booked 6 parties today and 4 yesterday, Tay. Go girl, that's amazing. When are they for? Are they for like August or are they like deeper into the fall?
They're all over the place. I have them from August all the way until the first week of December.
Nice. Are they all Facebook?
Two at-home parties.
Wow.
And one
That's
is actually, we're doing it at my mother-in-law's salon because she owns a hair salon. So she's having like her clients come in and stuff.
that's gonna be huge.
Yeah, I'm excited.
That's awesome. I'm super excited for you. Make sure you keep us posted and like post pictures of your setup and stuff.
I
That is
will. Thank
amazing.
you.
Yeah, that's amazing. Um, there was something else I was gonna tell you guys. Oh, I was doing my thank you mail today. I'm super behind. I have not done, I'm just like starting to write my thank yous for all my July orders. And tomorrow's the last day of July. In a perfect world, I definitely would have liked to have all of these in all my customers' hands by the first. It's just not going to happen this month. We just had too much going on. But I was writing my thank you mail and I was going through the orders and I have a customer who she ordered like the first part of July and I noticed all of her entire order was bring back my bar. A 6-pack of lemon verbena, another 6-pack that had just a variety of bringbacks in it. And I was like, whoa, holy moly, that is all bringbacks. So I was like, I started to write her a letter and then I was like, I'm still sending her thank you mail, but then I texted her because I was like, ooh, I need to take advantage of this. So here's what I texted her today. Have not gotten a response yet. Hey Amy, this is Beth, your Scentsy gal. I'm finally getting around to writing thank yous for orders this month, and I noticed you got tons of the Bring Back My Bar scents. I want to make sure you know about Scentsy Club in case there are any of those bars you absolutely can't live without. For me, that's lemon verbena and lemon lavender. Basically, if you start a Scentsy Club and add any current bar to it, Scentsy will make it for you for life, even after it's discontinued. You can have the shipment come every 1, 2, or 3 months. If the order is 30 or more, you get 10% off, and if it's 60 or more, you get 10% off and a half off item. You can cancel anytime, and the shipping is always a flat 8. You can add items or delete items at any time as well. It's an awesome perk, and I just want to make sure you knew about it. Here's more info if you want to check it out, but feel free to ask any questions too. Have a great day. Because I'm like, ooh, I need to take advantage of her because if she fell in love with any of those scents and then she comes to me in mid-August and wants to order more and then is like, wait, where'd they go? Maybe I'll get a new club subscriber out of it. So once I saw that, I was like, I better send her. So that's just like an example of how I sent club to somebody. Oh, make it 7, 8, 9, 10. Make it 11 for Tay. That's awesome. Killing it. That's awesome, you guys. Do you feel like you are more confident in knowing how to send messages and like having that conversation starter? Good.
I definitely think SFR got me out of my comfort zone because since then I've even go live on Facebook and I've never done that.
Like in your VIP group?
Yeah. So I think it helped a lot.
It always does. Yeah, there's like always like one big nugget that you take away from SFR that changes, and that's probably teaching you that you can just get out of your own head and I bet your customers are engaging with you more when you go live. Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
I also would like to share that she is very consistent in posting in her VIP. So she always has a lot of interaction in her group because she is very consistent.
That's great. And her guest is already killing it, who joined, which is awesome. I'm starting a launch party. Well, I made the group today, but I started the group for, I gotta say her name right, you guys. My girl who joined. And I don't want to say her name.
Actually, Jaden, I think, has 7 parties booked from September until Christmas. and she wants me to show her how to do a party. She has some in person and online.
And she's brand new and she already has 7 parties booked.
Yep, and got her shooting star award in 12 days.
Yeah, and she's going to be well on her way easily to sensational start level 1, if not more.
Yes.
So that's awesome. So my new girl, Vestita is how you say her name. I was like paranoid I was going to say her name. I had a call with her the other day. I'm like, okay, right off the bat, tell me how you say your name. She's like, I know, nobody ever says it right. But yeah, I just went and looked at the group because I hadn't looked at it all day that I made earlier, and she already has 17 people in it. So I'm excited. And she's pretty new to Scentsy. Like she said that she loves everything. And she, when I talked to her on the phone, I was like, so tell me like what brought you to sign up under me? Because I don't know her. Like she found me on Consultant Locator, which hey, another like prop to being lead and above and getting paid at lead and above because you show up on the Consultant Locator. She lives in Wayland, which is like not too far from me. So she saw my name and she joined under me. And so I had an initial call with her and I just I said, what was your thoughts? And she said, well, I was gonna go and order some stuff and then I saw join for 20 and thought, well, that's dumb. Might as well pay 20 bucks and just make money. I was like, yeah, I wish everybody was that smart. Then we just had a quick convo and like what I always want to know with a new person, I say, what is your goal? What is your goal out of this business? I want to know, do you want to make it like, uh, are you just looking to order for yourself and friends and family every once in a while? Do you want to maybe see where it takes you? Do you want to possibly make it full time? Do you want to grow a team? Because that's going to determine how I work with you. I'm going to work with you super hard if you're like gung ho and you want to get after it. If you're like, just kind of leave me alone, I'm going to leave you alone. So it's always important when you have new people join to have that initial conversation to know what they want. Um, but I don't care what they want. I'm doing a launch party for them. I say regardless, do a launch party. So we're starting that. I told her I'm going to do the pre-post like today and tomorrow because might as well get started on August 1st when everything's 10% off because her customers should be able to take advantage of that. All right, we got a couple minutes left. Does anybody else have anything they want to share? No? We good? Well, let's stay updated on our team page and shout each other out when we are booking parties. Feel free to message me, message your sponsor, message your people, let them know that you're booking parties so we can celebrate and be excited for you. You got to ask all over, all the time. You're going to get tons of no's, but you're going to get some yeses too. So you got to keep asking or else you'll never get the yeses you're looking for. So I hope that was helpful and I hope you guys have a great night and we'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.
Bye.